Before starting our tour of the Norwegian Sun, let's look at some of the basics. The Sun was built in 2001 and was most recently refurbished in 2018. She is scheduled for another renewal in April 2023. She's 845 feet long and 108 feet wide, which makes for a tight fit through the 110-foot locks on the Panama Canal we got scraped up a bit on our passage. The Sun has 12 guest elevators, 8 near the atrium and 4 in the aft near the main dining rooms and theater. The Sun can carry up to 2,600 passengers at full capacity and carries a crew of 900 from 50 different countries. She's on the small side for a modern cruise ship at only 78,309 gross tons. Let's start our walkthrough on Deck 5 in the atrium.
Over on, of course, the elevators there. And then over on this side is a coffee bar with Starbucks coffee. Walking all the way around now. It's lovely. Atrium's open from decks 5, 6, and 7. You can see up that way. There's a location where you can make restaurant reservations to the alternate dining restaurants on board. A little lounge here that has a really great jazz combo in the evening. We've listened to them a couple of times. Folks are up and about. It's about 10 o'clock on board, and we're having a sea day. Now on the other side of the atrium, there's another bank of 2 elevators. And then over here is shore excursions, which is busy, because tomorrow we're in port in Guatemala. And then guest services, which is always a busy spot. Okay, so let's go down the hall now. And we enter the Four Seasons dining room, which is one of 2 main complimentary dining rooms on board. We've eaten in here for dinner quite a few times. Norwegian has a nice policy as far as their freestyle cruising. You can pretty much get away with whatever you want to wear in here as long as you're covered up, I guess. But in the evening, gentlemen can wear shorts, ladies can wear shorts, of course, at dinner. The other dining room, complimentary main dining room, is called the Seven Seas, and it has a little more stringent dress policy. You at least have to wear long pants. So that's just for your information. Let's walk through. Because hidden back in the corner here is another little gem. Now this dining room, as you can see, covers the entire width of the ship. So there's no way to get on deck 5 from aft to forward without going through the dining room. So you have to go up to 6 to get to the next dining room, which we'll show you here in a moment. But first, one of the specialty restaurants back here. Morning. This is La Cucina, which is the Italian restaurant on board. And it's long and narrow. Got some spacious booth seating on this side. And over here there are tables mostly for 2, I believe, that are down the window side. So now let us proceed back this way. And there is this way to Seven Seas Restaurant. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit and then we'll catch up with you in just a minute. So we have climbed up to deck 6. And now we come back down to deck 5 for the other complimentary main seating dining room, which is called the Seven Seas. And it's located in the very stern of the ship, the very end of the ship. And it's laid out pretty much like the one up above was. And of course, it covers the entire width of the ship. Now let's go back up to deck 6. This is a view of the Seven Seasons entrance on deck 5 from deck 6. So you can see how that works with stairs on both sides of the room. Now, let us proceed forward on deck 6. We're going forward on the ship. But before we do that, let's go aft, because right here is the Stardust Theater, which is closed for rehearsals right now. And I'll try and get you a shot of that later, which you'll probably be seeing right now because I'll lay it over this in editing. So now we go back. We're on deck 6 now, heading forward. And the first thing up will be the photo gallery. They still have photo galleries, yes, with all the pictures. They still have cameras and all kinds of cool stuff here. And have an attending group around. Morning, guys. Morning. Morning, morning. As we move on, we have a library here. It's a small library, but it's got a lot of books in it. It's got a young lady here who takes care of things. There you are, okay. And back in the back there are meeting rooms, like a business center. You can have private meetings in here. And then this room next to it, which is called the Borneo room, is set up for puzzles and games. Very nice. So let us depart the photo department. Bye, guy. Bye-bye. And we're still moving forward to see what the next room will be. This ship is only about 75,000 tons, but it's laid out very, very nicely, with lots of little lounges and so forth. We are at the Windjammer Bar,
we must know
the cozy room.
almost 20% of the global population has pain, and that is a lot, because if I am in a room with 10 persons,
Quite leathery in here. It's got a bar, of course. And as we move back here, we're at the Havana Club, which is a cigar bar. They sell cigars here. And it looks like they sell some high-grade liquor here. And it's a nice, quiet place to come and read and then enjoy your time, some solitude, without somebody taking pictures of you at the same time. Right, okay, I got you. Going forward now, we're entering the main show lounge, which is called Bliss. Once again, this is on deck 6. And it is set up just as you would think it would be, with a lot of comfy seating, and a stage and a very large bar. And this is where they do most of the comedy bits and trivia and all that kind of stuff. Now as we leave the Bliss Lounge, we head back into the Centrum, or Atrium, whatever they call it here. Morning. And this is that same area that we saw before from down below. And hi. And we walk along here. This is the future cruise desk. This is where, no, this is the computer area. I'm sorry. This is the internet cafe. Young lady here attends things all the time. Morning. They've got monitors here for folks who don't have their own devices.
Turtles.
Turtles. Oh, there are turtles outside. We're all going to see the turtles. Continuing on deck 6, passing the elevators again. Over here on the right is the photography studio where you can schedule a personal shoot for you and your family, either on the ship or ashore, I understand. So that's interesting. Now this is the future cruise area where folks come in to book their next cruise or to purchase cruise next certificates. Either one. They're very friendly. We've talked to them a couple of times here. So we are continuing our tour on deck 7 now, and we are about to get off the elevator, and we will explore the shopping area of the ship. Yes, we're right out here, and we come back down toward the atrium again. you're all familiar with now. And up here on this side, which would be the port side of the ship, there's a champagne bar. Yes, and a little lounge. This is at the highest level of the atrium. So we get a little view down below here.
Like 4 or 5 charms in a spacer, 4 or 5 charms in a spacer. Oh yeah, sorry, right.
And so let's go around to the other side and see what we can find over here. It looks like there's a Park West art gallery here. Have art auctions, I suppose. And lots of art. Another just a little sitting area here. I guess they haven't decided to put anything like a bar here yet. So moving on around. Now, as we pass through the casino, and I don't know if they'll let us film in here or not. We'll just kind of walk through and hope for the best. It's a pretty good sized casino. I think we probably get the gist of it from right here. Lots of table games and a lot of slot machines here. So now as we exit the casino, we enter the primary shopping area called Trade Winds. And they've got some high-end shops here, of course. I think there's an Effie shop here somewhere. And there's the usual duty-free, the coffee, the cigarettes, and the alcoholic stuff. Cigars. Lots of watches. Morning.
Wow. Wow. That's spectacular.
So that is deck 7. Oh, there's the Effie guys there. So now we're heading towards the stern of the ship, which is an unusual location for a theater. But on this ship, they have put it in the stern. Most every cruise I've ever been on has always been in the bow of the ship. But this is the Stardust Theater balcony area, so we'll get a little view of the theater. Little setups here. The audio guys doing their things in here.
We're being very close.
Gotcha. And we got chased out, so. So decks 8, 9, and 10 are all staterooms. So we're not gonna bother to look at that. And we're just gonna go up to 11, which is the pool deck and the cafe and the spa. Yeah, so we're heading up there now. All right, we're stepping off on 11. And we'll go this way. The garden cafe.
Hello,
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Oh, yes. The food stations are up front. I'm going to walk you to the back first, and then we'll come back through the other side. So we're back here now at the Fantail, which is delightful to sit out here on a day like today when there's a nice sea breeze.
Yeah, it's hard to like.
It's hot here in Mexico. It's very nice. So here is what they call the Great Outdoors Cafe. There's one of these on each side, and they serve a slightly lesser variety of foods, you know, but they still have plenty of the fruit, the vegetables. And they're big on the, oh, they're still doing breakfast, I see. They're still doing breakfast. But during the lunchtime, they do hamburgers and hot dogs and pork chops, that kind of thing. And you notice there's another one over on the other side. They're probably getting set up for lunchtime. We walk back out here again. And we'll walk all the way across. Toaster relocation. We're off the coast of southern Mexico right now, heading for Guatemala. So now we're going into the sports bar, which is also a complimentary restaurant. And they have, during the lunch period, they serve comfort food, they call it, which I imagine is fish and chips and things like that. It's got a nice bar, a few TVs up here, some seating. Passing through. Yeah, let's go back over this way where we came off the elevator, and we'll see the food services at the Garden Cafe. And this guy again. Okay. Now I thought when we first came on board that this was a fairly small room for the size ship it is. Because most ships have one of these on both sides, right? Well, here there's only the one. And really only the one service peninsula here, I guess. But they're still serving breakfast, so I'm not showing you lunch here. Let's see, it comes out here like in a little peninsula. It goes around, and they serve the same food on both sides. And then here on the end, they usually do desserts and fruit and that sort of stuff. And now more seating back this way. Hi. As we're going forward now on the ship, on deck 11, good morning. We are at the pool deck, okay, which is busy today. Bright Mexican sun in the Pacific Ocean. 2 pools, 4 hot tubs, lots of seating. Some nice covered spots over here where you can stay out of the sun. We have a stage here. I've never seen a performance here, but I guess I don't come up here very often. So now we are near the forward end of the ship on deck 11, and there are staterooms on 11. But there's also an atrium that we saw before that opens up all the way down. And this is the Mandara Spa and Salon with Mandara himself right here, or herself. You can come up here and make an appointment to get all your beauty needs taken care of. Can you make me look better? Never mind. Can I just walk through? Yes, thank you. Oh, the foot guy, yeah. I haven't been in here, so this is my first exploration as well. Oh, the treatment rooms here. Down this hallway. And if you want to get your haircut or whatever right here. Now over on the port side of the ship is a fitness center, the Pulse aerobics room.
Morning.
Hi, how are you? Well, this is very nice. getting set up for something in here. Not real sure what. And back to the atrium. So that was deck 11, and now we're moving up to deck 12. And it's surprisingly, there's a lot of outdoor space, but there are 5 of the specialty restaurants up there. We'll go walk by those. But first, here in the front is a really nice lounge with a great view. The Spinnaker Lounge. So let's walk down the hall. Remember, we're right in the front of the ship. And there is this beautiful room with 270-degree views. A nice full-service bar. And amazingly, snacks. You see it has a 270-degree view here. It goes all the way around. Plenty of comfy spots to sit. Hey, bud. Happy crew on this ship. They are very friendly. And then down the hall, I'm not sure what that is, but maybe it's like a wedding chapel or something. Let's see. Hey, no problem. Yes, it is. We've got a wedding chapel here where you could renew your vows, or I suppose actually get married here at sea. So let's go outside and we'll walk down the deck 12, and I'll show you where those specialty restaurants are. And you get another view. Now above here there are a couple of sports decks and that kind of stuff that's pretty standard on most ships. And there's a hot tub back there too. Well, that guy got a tan. You see what I mean though? It's not a huge ship. You got all kinds of room even on a small ship. It's compact, but it's got everything you need. And it's been a very comfortable ride for the last 10 or 11 days. Well, now here we are in deck 12 where we got some specialty restaurants. This is teppanyaki, which is a Japanese hibachi style restaurant. It's set up with 1, 2, 3, 4 hibachi grills. Very nice. And just outside of there, there's a little lounge that's right outside of Cagney's Steakhouse. Now, all of these are specialty restaurants, and there's an extra charge for all of these, but they're lovely, and I'm sure they're well worth the money. So they aren't open. They're open mostly for dinner, I believe. So there's a good look at the room. The guys getting ready. So now here near Cagney's at the very rear of the ship is the Los Lobos, which is a Mexican style restaurant. Every table has a beautiful view of the sea. And this is on deck 12, and we are on the port side. Now back on the starboard side, we are at Le Bistro, which is clearly their French restaurant. Gives you some idea of the pricing. We'll just take a peek in here. Very clean, very nice. And pretty good size too, yes. Well, thank you for going with me on our little ship tour. I hope you enjoyed it. And I would highly recommend Norwegian Sun for a great family vacation and cruise. Did I mention the fish? In the hallways outside of the staterooms on Norwegian, they have a convenient little device to let you know which is forward and which is aft. The fish all swim to the front of the ship, except for one little guy, this little red guy here. He swims the other way. So it's a bit of a reminder for you when you're first getting used to the ship, how to get forward and how to get aft.